haunting of the innocent.
Robert plot spread over 500 hectares, with a farmhouse built in the middle, a pond full of fish and crocodiles in one corner, and a dog enclosure in the other corner, in which one-to-one dangerous dogs were kept. To take care of all this, his special servant is Stephen, the one who is as loyal as he is deadly. The fear of the name of Robert, sir, has been going on in the area since time immemorial. Everyone knows that this crocodile-filled pond has taken the lives of so many police officers, and till date, neither investigation or trial has taken place. Peter was romancing with his girlfriend in the park when some lightning flashed in a corner of the park. And the very next moment, a dog running from the bushes started coming toward Peter. Peter was also stunned to see the dog's dreaded teeth. But before he could do anything, Peter saw that a man running towards him with a sword in one hand and a severed head of a human in one hand was coming towards him. Peter and his girlfriend were scared. Both of them ran towards the main gate, holding each other's hand. But before he could reach the gate, that person was standing in front of both of them with a sword in his hand. Both were trembling with fear. Then the dog came back and started licking the feet of the sword man. Peter immediately asked the man. To this the man said,
"Nothing, man. It was a prank. We are YouTubers."
As soon as that person said this, many boys came out of the bushes one by one and stood in front of Peter. The person holding the sword told his name as James. Now talking has started happening between everyone. No one even knew when a small meeting turned into acquaintance, and acquaintance turned into friendship. Then Sunday to Sunday meetings started. Everyone would get together and help each other to make prank videos. Everyone had become part of a team, in which Peter's girlfriend was also involved. One such day everyone was sitting and talking when, all of a sudden, Peter gave them the idea to make a video of Real Ghost, and also told that he has seen one such place in Georgia. Then what? Everyone liked this idea, and all the friends left for Georgia. 5 people, Marco, Harry, James, along with Peter, and Peter's girlfriend Alina, also started sitting in a car. It was only 10 kilometers to reach Georgia when the tire of the car got punctured. The night was on its peak, and there was a dense forest all around. Everyone's breath was getting hot due to fear. That only then, a man riding a bicycle in fun was seen coming from the front. When James hit the light of the mobile in the eyes of that person fell due to blindness in his eyes.
"Brother, how far is this Georgia?"
On this matter of James, the person said,
"You are standing in Georgia, sir. Just a mile ahead is Georgia."
Actually, we do not have to go to Georgia, but there is a village named Bloomingdale next to it. We have to go there.
Hearing the name of Bloomingdale's village, the cyclist was blown away. He said, alerting everyone,
"What are you going to do there? Listen to me, don't go there. It is a very dangerous place. Last year some cinema people went there. They have not come back till today. Even the bodies are missing of those poor people."
James, Marco, Harry, and Alina were all in thought for a moment after listening to the person with the cycle. There was a question for Peter in everyone's eyes, feeling which Peter said,
"This man is an idiot. What will the illiterate of the village know about adventure? And we have to make a video of the real ghost too."
The cyclist said after listening to Peter.
"Everyone will die."
Saying this, the cyclist started walking. Everyone's eyes were on him, and suddenly the person disappeared in the air after going a few steps away. Seeing a person disappearing like this, the breath of the 5 stopped. But by now Marco had changed the tire. Everyone immediately got into the car and went straight to Bloomingdale village. It was morning when by the time they reached the village, After some rest, everyone went inside the forest for shooting. The shoot went on smoothly throughout the day. Now it was night. Everyone was sitting comfortably and talking when Peter said,
The real thing hasn't even been shot yet, for which we came here. Till when we will keep making our audience fooled by making fake ghost videos. If we want to increase our YouTube subscribers fast, then we have to show something realistic. Street print prank videos are plenty.
Peter had just finished his talk when a terrible scream was heard tearing through the darkness. Peter said again,
Now the time has come. Keep the camera on. We'll show live ghosts today in YouTube.
Listening to Peter, Marco, Harry, and James started hiding the camera on the trees and in the bushes. Suddenly, a screaming shadow came from the sky and took Harry away with him in the air. When Harry fell to the ground, he had become a corpse soaked in his blood. No one could understand who did this condition for Harry. Everyone wanted to leave this forest after seeing Harry's condition. No one knew who was running in which direction. Marco had just run away when his foot fell in a noose, and the very next moment, he was hanging upside down from the tree. Here Alina too had fallen into a ditch running. And when she regained consciousness, she was lying in a dark cell. Seeing the darkness, Alina was screaming for help. But there was no one to hear her scream when she heard the sound of someone's moaning.
Who is there?
On asking Alina, the man said,
Alina, I am Marco.
Where's everyone else?
I don't know about. I was behind you when you fell into the pit. I also jumped after you to save you, and when I opened my eyes, I found in this dark cell.
After listening to Marco, Alina asked Marco again,
Where is Peter? Where did he go, leaving me alone?
Look, this is a girlfriend-boyfriend affair, so fight later. First decide how to get out of here.
While talking, both Marco and Alina started thinking of leaving from here. While wandering in the forest, James found an old hunter. James himself had told everything to that old hunter. Hearing that, the old hunter said,
There is nothing to be afraid of. Petty incidents keep happening. This forest is infamous for cannibals, but I always keep a rifle with me so that I can easily hunt them. Now you guys are with a safe man. No one can touch you while I am there. This is my farmhouse nearby. I will take you there.
Saying this, the old hunter went to his farmhouse with James. In the dungeon, Marco and Alina were thinking of getting out. That's when Marco took off his t-shirt and wrapped it in a stick and made a torch. Marco had a lighter. He immediately lit the torch. The light slowly spread all around. But what he saw in front of him was terrifying. Because Marco and Alina were standing in the middle of a pile of skeletons at this time. Seeing so many skeletons, Alina was trembling with fear. That's when both heard the sound and growl of someone coming inside the cell. Hearing this, Alina trembled and said to Marco,
Marco, then let's run.
And both ran in the opposite direction. The old man had come inside the farmhouse with James. When James went inside, he saw another old man already sitting on the chair in front. He was none other than Robert. As soon as he approached, the old hunter took off his hat and placed it in front of Robert. Robert also saw James once from head to toe, and then told the old hunter Stephen,
Stephen, go make arrangements for the children's refreshments.
Hearing Robert's words, Stephen took James inside. James was drinking water and sitting on the sofa. That's when his eyes went to the window glass. There were blood stains on it when he went near and saw He saw Marco in agony. He was counting his last breaths, soaked in his own blood. Marco also saw James. He was trying to tell something with gestures. Maybe he was trying to tell James that he should run away from here. This place is not free from danger. Marco was hinting that when Steven came, he pierced Marco's chest with bullets. Seeing Marco dying, James immediately opened the window and jumped down on Steven. He was trying to kill Steven by strangling him. That's when Robert came and separated the two and gave 4-6 hard slap to Steven. After being beaten by Robert, Steven quietly left from there.
While living in this wilderness, he has become a man-eater. There are so many cattle in the farmhouse. The fool does not kill and eat them.
Saying this, Robert lifted Marco's body and put it in the machine of the oil plant in front of him. On one side the blood of Marco's body, and on the other side the flesh was coming out of the machine of that oil plant. Seeing this condition of his friend, James started vomiting. But as soon as he regained consciousness, he ran to go away from this place. Someone attacked him hard on his head from behind. James had fainted at the same time. When he regained consciousness, he found himself tied to a chair and placed Harry's severed head in his lap. Before he could understand anything, Peter reached there and shouted out loud,
Look, these are the best YouTubers of horror. He took the life of his friend.
James now understood something, that then Robert came there. And behind them, also Steven, who had brought Alina with him in his possession.
You have awakened the souls of our ancestors who have been sleeping for years. Now your blood will give peace to the thirsty souls of our ancestors, and our barren land will rise up.
While telling James, Robert himself shoot down him with bullets. Seeing such heartless death of James, Alina started crying. She said while pleading with Peter,
Please help me, James. I love you. I'm your girlfriend. You love me too, don't you? So please let me go.
After listening to Alina, Peter did not say anything, but started disposing of James' body.
You were great friends. Their sacrifice will not go in vain. The soul of the deity, who slept for years, will now get peace. Now our family will also become happy and prosperous. Now there will be a good harvest in this barren land given by the ancestors.
Peter bowed his head and listened to his uncle. He started following him. Alina too started screaming after listening to Robert. Seeing Alina screaming, Robert had come to her to pacify it. But Alina, seeing the opportunity, took out the gun from Robert's waist and targeted Robert, Peter, and Steven.
You all are definitely barbarian. You people have no right to live.
On this, Robert said while explaining to Peter,
Make this girl understand. She has gone mad. You will become the daughter-in-law of our clan. Give birth to baby. Grow the family tree of the Robert family.
But listening to Robert, Alina pointed the gun on her own head.
I spit on you. I don't want to be any daughter-in-law.
Alina was being annoyed at everyone. Seeing the opportunity, Peter slapped Alina hard on the cheeks. The gun fell out of Alina's hand. Then Peter grabbed Alina's hair and dragged her inside the bedroom and shut the door closed. The whole area was echoed by Alina's painful scream. It's evening time. Robert is sitting on the lawn while taking tea. Steven is alternately placing pieces of meat in front of the domesticated pigs and dogs. Pregnant Alina has a 5-month-old baby in her stomach. Alina is holding the stomach with one hand and pouring water into the pots. On the other hand, when Peter comes out of the house and slits Uncle's neck with a sharp dagger. Robert starts to suffer there. Stephen drags Robert's dead body and puts it in the crocodile enclosure. Crocodiles started eating every part of the Robert's body, and the Robert dies of agony. Like a living corpse, Alina keeps watching the pieces of Robert's body very carefully in the teeth of crocodiles. Here Peter was also sitting on the chair of Robert, watching his crocodiles and dogs eating meat with the same pride and ego. Robert were two brothers, Richard and Robert. At that time Peter was very young and was studying in a boarding school in the city. Elder brother Richard was as noble and decent, while Robert was equally a man of debauchery and bastard. Their father had evicted Robert from the land property due to his flaws, but the elder brother Richard took pity on the destitute Robert and kept him with him. Stephen was very loyal to him, but one evening, when Stephen went to the village to get the goods, Robert killed Richard and his wife after getting the opportunity and fed the corpse to the crocodile. Stephen understood that this act was his, but he could not do anything, even if he wanted to. But he had vowed that he would keep Peter unaware of this and would reveal this secret only when the right time came. Peter also waited for the right moment and took revenge for the blood of his parents.